The folks in Branford are doing a lot to help others in their community. They've just launched a new website, BranfordVolunteers.org. It's a year in the making. It connects local nonprofits that need volunteers with community members looking to give back. Perfect. My guest is Lisa Jansen-Petra, Executive Director of Branford Community Foundation. Welcome.
Thank you so much for bringing me on.
You bet. Whose idea was this? This sounds amazing.
It's wonderful, isn't it? It's a dating app for volunteers.
No kidding.
The brains behind it were a couple of Rotarians, Branford Rotarians, Andy Marlett and Ellen Carucci, and they just had this incredible idea. They were sick of hearing from people who were like, how can I give back in the community? Where can I give? And there was like, you could call one of the 60 organizations, and they were always happy to hear from you. But they came up with this idea of having a matching site where an organization could register their opportunities, and then someone like you or I could go on and look through and see what worked with our schedule, what worked with our interests, and then make that match.
So it's up and running. Tell me what's going on so far.
Oh, well, it's very cool. We have about 40 organizations who are on already. And we have a bunch of volunteers. I'm not quite sure how many volunteers, because what happens is you or I or anyone in this bus station could go on and pick what you want to do. But once you make that connection with the organization, you go to the organization directly.
And then so they vet or whatever they do.
Exactly,
okay.
Exactly.
All right, so what types of organizations are on here?
You name it, they're on it. We have the Branford Garden Club, the Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation, Community Dining Room, Feed Branford Kids, Women and Family Life Center, just about any organization into animal, the Compassion Club. So if you're interested in animals, you can go and work with the little cats who need your help. If you're interested in the environment, the Branford Land Trust is on there. It's very, very cool.
The town is so proud it has signs up. You've got one of the signs in your hand.
I do. Whoops.
And it says BranfordVolunteers.org.
Yep. Oh, there it is. Yeah, isn't that cool? So this is actually going on street signs in the town. I mean, Branford is such a cool place. It really is. It gives back so much. It really does. Is any other town in Connecticut doing this? No, we don't know of any other town in the
So you're a
country.
Template.
Yeah.
So you could roll this out to all other communities in Connecticut.
Yeah, I mean, the idea is that it's bringing, that community really local, hyper-focused onto the local community. So, this could happen in a Guilford community. It could happen in, the Hartford community. It could happen in New Haven. It could go anywhere. And the idea is just there are folks in those communities who want to give back,
But they don't know how.
They don't know how. And it's also, you want to think big to save the whole world, but you could just help your neighbor who's, just hurting right down the street from you, or do something beautiful with the garden club. So
have you talked to anybody who signed up on this website already?
I got an amazing email this morning, actually, and I promise this is real. This isn't me just coming on because I was coming on, from the Branford Garden Club, who said, I just wanted to tell you this story of a young woman who's in the high school who's really interested in dedicating her life to gardens and gardening, and she connected with us through the site, and now she's going to come on and help us. So as a high school student, she'll be volunteering with the Branford Garden Club, and then, go on with the rest of her life. So that's one story. And then, the Martin Luther King Jr. Foundation also had that connection there. They do a big breakfast during Martin Luther King, his birthday. So, it is cool to have these stories. And, the site will only be as good as the organizations keeping their information up. And they really like it as well, because they don't really have to do anything except put their information up there and then vet. We're absorbing the cost. It's free to them. It's free to the people who are using it. So I'm hopeful that it's useful for them as well, and I think it is so far.
And I just think of the lives that are about to be changed. Liza, thanks so much for coming on.
And thank you so much.
Best of luck, and I hope other towns do this immediately.
I do too.
Okay.
Thanks.
And for more on BranfordVolunteers.org, go to WTNH.com or the News 8 app.